I promised to give the siblings some privacy.
That sounds sensible enough.
Oh, is it that?
The look on your face is practically
You're right. Siblings already know what they need to. And before we begin, let me reintroduce myself as Gallagher, the history fictionologist.
History fictionologist?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was...
I double-checked with Micah, and everything...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all... Well, it all boils down to...
The Stellaron? But how is that possible?
You're totally correct. So, I wish that were the truth. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the seat to achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator, and that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast in Azdana, the planet of festivity.
The planet of festivity?
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated, the Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone by the time a representative from...
And I suppose the family happened...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watch...
Then...
Remember the island and its people's lives. Confusion, laziness, and Sadly, we realized this at my wit's end. I had dormancy. That's its real name.
So this is the...
It's not just that. Above...
So, the legate...
If you want to
If that's the case...
That's a question for Mr. Wing. Are you done talking?
As I suspected. It's the...
As for the person who employed...
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Correct. I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been... Moreover...
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, but I can't just stand by and watch Miss... I won't step on that stage and sing. For the Paradise in our dream.
Indeed. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's... I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this, so since our interests are aligned, why don't...
We have always been following in...
Yeah, we may... that line act...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you all.
The Charmony Festival is about to start.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate.
Huh? Even yours?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony.
Maybe you can just...
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? I knew. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave, if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed.
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC, if negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after this, the only question mark in all of this is...
Good luck to you, Will.
Well, you take care too.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep.
Don't you have something?
Why would you say?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to, if I'm not mistaken...
It's not enough. I've been watching over you ever since I received the... Miss Himiko, were you the one?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless.
What? Hey.
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the As for the last Nameless, he embarked on his deathbed. He told me to find the Astral Express and to come with me. Now.
here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. Don't let us down.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the first and last nameless Mikhail Charlie.
Sure enough.
The legacy he left behind. After all, when I checked its contents,
Well, let's...
Wait, seriously? How could a dream...
that old man always had this. I could never figure out. That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail...
Don't start.
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. There must be something contained in this dream bubble.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My flaw. That's why I understand what faith means in the path.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the... It's for Mikhail. And for the future...
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel.
Greetings. We're the
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companions are.
I see, but you're
Now,
And you are...
me.
He's my fellow trailblazer.
Oh, I see. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a
How about this? Give me their room number.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I...
How about you just wake up someone?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It can...
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identity.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our...
It's...
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal.
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave.
Sure thing. Bellingham seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Honkai Festival.
Hey!
Well, I didn't.
Well, back in my...
Oh, come on.
Well, you never know. Anyway, let's forget about
Unsettling things?
Relax. With a big event...
Oh, well, looks like I won't get any fudging.
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound.
Hello. So, there's something. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? Wait.
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors. At present, all of the families are focused on making
She doesn't appear to be acting. Back already?
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape and wherever we go.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that I walked around the hotel, but didn't...
Well, I'll be forked.
We shouldn't link.
Not so fast.
Are you suggesting we see?
I wouldn't say do nothing. They don't want to attract unwanted...
If I were a family member...
Of course, we don't need to walk into their...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed...
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the...
Yes,
We're the name we've been waiting here for.
Is this your idea of street?
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to
Just don't...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivities.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of...
Has Donna's wine?
Oh, no.
If someone had reserved such a beverage,
That's strange.
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Let's see what...
Well, that's the most What can I get?
Anything you recommend is...
Then I would recommend today's special. Glass...
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue.
Dynamite barbecue with...
As long as you're satisfied.
Let's give the memo keeper another half-system hour.
The situation is unclear. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cop. Isn't there a saying among the Cienshou people that...
Talking. Do all the...
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of... But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior...
I'm not entirely sure.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within... Unless the invitations weren't sent by them.
Maybe it's she pay people do stupid things, but eons...
You think she pays...
It's much...
But in my opinion...
Oh, so you're...
Exactly. It's more about doing...
I don't know what you've been through. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover... Just in case. I have a backup plan if the memo keeper doesn't...
You sure have a lot of
Well, going back to my... By the way...
What's your...
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family.
No need for that.
Wait. Are you getting scared?
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that at...
Huh? As Donna...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guest.
Looks like your memo.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, I'll be waiting for you on the astro...
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew...
Well, looks like we took a detour, but...
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they...
Oh.
2 guests?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly...
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting.
Finally, memo keeper.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black. I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family.
To be honest, it was...
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals.
Trustworthy? Son of a nut. How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed, I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other, so this was the only way I could reach out. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing to return his relics to their rightful. Someone once told me, raindrops are said to be the tears of the soul. How long has this rain been going?
I used to believe. Looks like the god you mentioned. Well, mortals who walk, and for some,
like
sin-thirsters, they emerge. They were once my dear.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? It was the unwavering determination. As for me.
But you know these sin...
Does this... So some tasks have to be...
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. Thank you, stranger.
Before we part ways, It is true that their actions, if this is...
A good question. But I do know someone will stand...
When I appeared as a child, as I grew into adulthood,
I humbly request your blessing.
Come to me, my kinship.
As you wish. I have faithfully served out of...
Do you sincerely repent? Have you examined your soul? Are you willing to... Very well.
Oh, praise she...
Next.
I wholeheartedly
Rest assured. I have implored...
Oh, great. You know...
I see.
My children were starving. and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival, but the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll work my...
Next, please.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have sinned. Please forgive me. That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up?
Do you seek to atone for your sin?
My sins? Wow, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with...
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, who can judge the strong when their power high? Who can vouch for the weak when they will? Who can comfort the purest souls if the strong defending the weak is truly, then who?
Brother?
I'm fine.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and...
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival...
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so even if the negotiation does not go smoothly... Oh.
You know,
the Dream Master rarely grants an audience.
Perhaps...
Let's hope we can reach it.
Indeed.
It's about time.
Don't worry. Oh.
Dear, it's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here! Mister, if I just read... But it's no big deal. They told me...
Selling everything you had.
Why? Can't you... It's better to be here.
Is this...
Huh?
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You...
Oh, yeah. See you around, Mr. Sunday.
What's up, sister?
This is the man we ran into. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him...
I suppose you have a point.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living. But that's not quite... People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. However, value doesn't come out of thin air.
Are you suggesting that this is not...
Exactly. But, ironically, the survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world... No tragedies exist here. Only happiness.
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusion.
Yes. Seeing is believing.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. You're too kind, Robin. I can't stand being lonelier.
But if this went on forever...
And every day you get to wear...
But, you know...
That's exactly why I don't plan on... Only in this sweet dream can I truly... And I wish you a fantastic performance.
Seems like that.
She had a valid point.
What you're trying to say is...
Well, she did...
However...
No. scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking.
Oh, Rob? You're right.
A philosophical mind.
Oh, not at all.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and then? Oh my... They have. My physical body is now in the dream, my true appearance.
So...
Just think my world has been torn apart.
That old man's story.
That's precisely what...
However...
There will be a way out.
Well, look who it is.
Look what we have here. A lovely... brother.
Show yourself.
I've heard that a skilled master...
Barely.
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be...
What? Now that you have to... You should be thanking me.
That was a personal request from the...
The Charmony Festival? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure... Hanakoni. The land...
Stop it.
What's the...
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool.
All right. I'll go. Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape? Well, I've done my part. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And it'll be through.
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon. Let's wait here.
Okay. By the way, seems like a lot has changed.
Well,
But that someone doesn't have to be the paradise in our dream. Hanakoni is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase...
Remember the old man we met earlier?
That might be true, but that path may have been more... Is Hanakoni granting these people a few...
Well, don't forget, the future for humanity is like this. Do you remember how we took in?
Yeah.
Well, shortly after you left.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason, despite that unfortunate outcome. I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, that's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails and abandoned
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right...
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value. While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority, some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of...
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak. Even in this carefree... In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality.
But if people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival? If even you...
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world and no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture if I could become a Cord Master.
I see.
Don't you?
Of course I do. It's just that...
Then, let's build a stage there.
It's a...
Yeah, it's a deal.
Maybe you'll...
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now?
But, pardon me, why else would he have chosen to sleep? Do you have the numbers?
Got any more?
As I see it, Penacony is our rival's home. We're more familiar with the Stellarons.
That's right. As long as we pose, but the problem is...
So, no. What's that supposed to mean? You'd bet. So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, as long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar, and be able to personally...
So, how do we go about...
I've already procured... to tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along, but now it looks like even if I...
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gal?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character...
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that database.
And Miss Firefly, we thank you for all your support. We're faced with a formidable...
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony.
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now,
Oh, wow! They've really outdone themselves!
Behold! Here come 4 friends with spirit high and full of... Yes, you!
Excuse me, you 4.
As the last group of contestants, how
Would you be open to a...
Your journey is...
The sword and rose!
A knight's head is hard as steel.
People are pouring in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, make... Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's... Allow me to introduce my...
hello, everybody.
Don't you... can't hide it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so... hello, everyone! I'm March 7th.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly.
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular.